Namaste, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Earthly Awakenings. I'm Surratt. Hope you guys are all doing well. Coming into this new moon tonight. So before I get started, I wanted to just share this. So, took the little to her appointment today, and on the way home, I had an opportunity to help another human, and came out and almost tripped over this feather, and went in the same way we came out, and it wasn't there when we went in, and it's just these little fantastic omens that just remind us that we're never ever alone. Especially when we're going through hard times. And things of you know, divine is balancing my entire life, my entire 3D existence right now, bringing it into harmony, and so and it's like it's doing it all at one moment. Like everything's gonna come to this fucking head like all in one moment. So the suspense is definitely there. But it's just nice to find these. I asked for them, to start just to get some messages and some signs. Starting last week, and now it's been, feathers have just been being brought to me. And it's funny, one of them that was delivered to me last week, I was thinking it was from, maybe the little nuthatches or something, or came from one of them. But I had a pair of, we had some northwestern bluebird. They have a bunch of different names, but they've definitely announced themselves as one of my spirit animals. And the pair showed up here about, I don't know, a month and a half ago when all this stuff really started to happen. They're wonderful, wonderful birds of protection. And and a couple months ago, the crows and the ravens, made their presence really known. And before that, the wolf, and I don't know. So it's just staying in that place, staying in truth, and being able to see the magic of life, because it's magical, and that's where the joy is. And it's not anything external. It's something observed. It's something inside you. And because I've been finding dimes everywhere lately, and so I know that I'm at the end of the cycle, and pennies as well, and it's just wonderful to find those little bits of support. So always pay attention to the omens. They're all around. Just pay attention to the omens. If I may recommend an amazing book, if you guys haven't read it, it's called The Alchemist. If you don't like to read, there's audio book on YouTube. Even if you do like to read, it's a small book, but it's a fantastic book about manifesting, but also just observing and paying attention to life and following the synchronicity of what led you here. And so because coming into we have new moon tonight, March 6th. New moons this one carries all its energies and stuff. There's a whole wealth of people talking about it online right now, so I'm not going to get into it too much. But the thing about the new moon in Pisces, okay, so new moons in Pisces are a little bit different because Pisces being the last sign as coming into the last month of wintertime. On the cycle of the planet, and the cycle of that consciousness runs on, is the first day of spring is the start of the new year. And so Pisces is a time of letting go. It's like when you're waking up out of your sleep, or the bears are pooping out that butt plug, or so it's when you're waking up, you're groggy, but it's a time that you're letting go of what no longer served you from the year before. And that process, and that's why it's an emotional process. The Pisces time is a time of emotions. It's a time of releasing emotions and stuff. You've heard me talk before that that memories aren't just stored in the ether and stored in thoughts. They're stored in our bodies through different memories, muscle memories, etc. And they're constantly being built in that way. And that's what the time is to shed ourselves clean of all that before we go into the new year. So before we start the new cycle, the new birth, the new beginnings. So the new moon in Pisces is a time of endings. Is letting go of the things. So your body's really wanting to burp out everything that's no longer serving it, and so that you can go into springtime fresh and anew. And it is depending on how attached you are to some of these things. It's it can be, not the most comfortable process. But now that you're aware of what's happening, and you're aware of your energies, and you're aware of your body, you're aware of your thoughts, it can actually be somewhat entertaining, to just watching these things come and just making space for new to come in. Because this is a time, in Pisces, it's a good time to let go of thought patterns that no longer serve you, and stuff like that. Part of me keeps wanting to attack smoking cigarettes, but that'll fall away when it's time. It's a drag. It's the reason why tobacco is one of the 4 sacred herbs, but I don't want to get into that right now. But anyway, so stuff like that, old habits and stuff. It's a great time. Your body's, if they're coming up, your body's trying to release them, and just they'll be released if you're ready. But if not, if they're not ready to be released, don't beat yourself up about your habits, because everything in your being will fall away on its own. Once you start to create too many challenges, then literally that's ego involved, and you're just working too hard to try to accomplish something, when if it's truly what you want, it'll happen naturally. And oh man, this Celtic blend is so amazing. I kind of got off on a little tangent there, sorry guys. So just coming into this new moon, you're probably going to have all kinds of crazy energies. Like, it's snowing outside, so I've got every excuse to be sitting in the house. But my physical energies, man, they're not the highest. I just feel like doing introspection and being able to get on here and share with you guys, and I'm not pushing myself too hard. And that's one thing that's been beautiful about the awakening process is you stop pushing yourself so hard. You stop putting so much pressure on yourself to do and to be, to fit into fit into Babylon, to be able to fit into the egoic structure that is humanity at the moment. And but again, that's only a perception. So if you choose to see the love and the light, which is where we're all meant to be, you'll see more love and light. So actually, I'm very sorry about that statement. But again, so just be aware of these energies, because you'll feel them too. Like if you're getting body aches and stuff like that, and there's a lot of thought and emotion that's coming with it, don't spend too much time in interpretation, because just take that as a wonderful, fantastic thing as your body is releasing. So just help it along and say goodbye, I love you, and because there is an energy shortage. People store up too much energy, so the more energy we let go, it's more beautiful energy we can put back into ether. And I don't know, when I first heard that, I want to giggle about it right now. There is an energy shortage on this planet. You just wouldn't think that it is the way that it is. It's we do. Every emotion that we store, every thought that we store, and we're literally trapping energy. And that's why nuclear power and storing energy is such a retarded idea. Energy does not like to be stored. It wants to move. It's always moving. That's why the alternating current is such a fantastic idea, because it's energy that's flowing. And so yeah, just let go. It's going to be because when you let go of the old, then the new immediately follows. So it's kind of funny with the new moon cycle, is letting in the new stuff, accepting and seeing the fruits of what you've let go of from the previous cycle. But in Pisces, you're still letting go with the new coming in. So it's a fun time. And so anyway, I want to just I'm going to pull some cards, see what Divine wants to add to this. And hold on one second, something knock on my door. It's just the mailman. Alright, so now let's just see what Divine wants to add to this, because I know that it's last night, man. Because I've been guided. I just did a video on on narcissism, but it's actually just all about compassion. It's all about staying in your heart center. That's where we're all meant to be right now. Okay, just live and let live, and that's the that's the message. Because anytime you're looking into somebody else's life or thinking about another human, is you're not in your own life. If you can say that any human could do something differently, then you're not living in your own existence. You're living in judgment. So immediately you should be looking at whatever you're looking to change in someone else's life. Your body's just trying to tell you to look at it yourself, and your mind's not wanting to accept responsibility, so it's projecting it onto another human. So we're all smarter than that. We're all better than that. We've all, So I mean, man, many of times I just feel it, dude. It's all done. Like last night, the balance in my dream last night. Just noticing justice cards just been crazy over the last few weeks. I can feel the balancing. I can feel the mirroring. And that was another thing last night that was shown, which was shown to me, is like now the mirroring's actually caught up, because the divine feminine did 80% of the healing work. So the healing process for the masculine energy's actually been a lot quicker. It's been really intense, but it's been forced upon them a lot quicker. Like they didn't have like the time that divine feminine was given, and the security and the space. And that was part of what was freaking the divine masculine out, is they were worried about, they're like, oh shit, I'm going through all this emotional stuff. I wish I just had space to be. I gotta go to work, and I gotta do all this stuff. And they got to do all this stuff, so like they're providers. So it was it's been freaking them out, like how to heal and to survive and stuff like that. So I mean, it's actually just been pretty amazing. Like life restructured completely for me. Complete career change, into transitioning into this, into what's happening now, and life has definitely proven this entire winter that something greater than my ego or greater than me has been providing for the girls and I. And so because the space has been given to heal and to share and to love and to start this channel. And I'm really curious what these guys want to say. So it is. It's all about the forest lovers. It's all about the balance between, because there is no separation between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I mean, yeah, we can stay in the physical plane that one's a male and one's a female, but energetically, we're one. We're the yin and yang. It's the balance. So you see, they're looking at each other, holding each other's hand. They're mirroring each other almost identically right now. So yeah. And I know you can feel that wonderful feeling in your heart of just, you feel that peace. They're feeling it too right now. And look, 10 of Vessels, happiness. So the 10 of Cups, like I was saying, it's the end of the cycle. It's coming into springtime. These cups are just ready. Right now they're being filled up in the 5D. If you're not seeing anything in the 3D, don't worry about it. It's because you feel it in your heart. You know what's truth, and you know what's just the thought that's just trying to taunt you. Holy cow. With the new beginning, what we've been talking about right now. So it's the letting go, and it's the new beginnings. It's just everything's right on time. See, look, right there, no time, zero. It's beyond time. Okay, time exists as a construct of the mind. It's a human experience. And again, clock time's good for scheduling this, that, and the other, but in the grand scheme of things, and life and emotion and true happiness, there is no time. It's funny, you can tap into a memory and feel the emotions as if it was just happening, because the emotions and all that is beyond time. So the decisions have been made, so coming into this, there's so much confidence on both sides. Decisions have been made. There's, again, balance, okay? Everything's balancing, dude. It's the feminine energy is just feeling so gracious, and her heart chakra is so open. So this is the Queen of Vessels, the Queen of Cups, and again, we're in Pisces too. And so the healing energies of Pisces right now are just they're there to support you to in this letting go process, um, into what's happening, to support this new beginning that's already there. It's already here. Okay, and it's going to go through with just such compassion and guidance. So, the boredom, just watch out, for any boredom, because the boredom is, you're bored because there's a projection that hasn't come through, so don't be bored. Focus on the new beginning. Stay in the place of the unknown, because at first it's the unknown is scary to the mind or whatever, but it's this boredom that is that divine's wanting you to stay away from. Okay, the judgment, everything's been done. It's been done. The judgment has been accepted and the decisions have been made. On both sides, this is a complete mirror. This is, divine. This is masculine energy, feminine energy. The judgments of, the account, or I guess taking accountability for your actions is actually what's being told to me right now. Is humans are owning responsibility for every moment of their life, knowing that they were there in every moment of their life, and owning responsibility. Because when you can do that, you will blame no human for nothing. And you don't blame anybody for nothing, you are free, and that human is freer than you just set that human free as well. So the insecurities, so obviously what the feminine wants you guys to know on both sides, okay? So any insecurities that are going to be coming up, like those could be coming up, like the ones to be let go of, okay? They're coming up because she wants to let all of those insecurities go. They have no place. They no longer serve. They're okay, because the decision's been made. You see up here, it's the new beginning. Fully supported by loving, loving, loving energy. The judgment's been made, so there's no reason to be in this energy. So again, this is cups. It's emotional energies that are being released. So there's no reason to ever be bored in your life, because whatever is bored is only a thought. Okay, only a thought is bored, and it's engaged your intention, So if that happens, sometimes it just takes an action. If it's to go clean something, pick something up, play your instrument, play with your kids, do whatever, and you'll snap yourself right out of that boredom to remind yourself to stay present. Okay, this is present moment awareness. Okay, you're either in the past or the future if you're in this energy. Okay, and presence is never bored. Okay, because it's always new. It always has something new to experience. So presence is never bored. So stay present and allow these energies, these mental energies, okay? So this is swords, so these are just mental energies that are going to try to steal attention and keep you in this boredom, okay? Try to keep you in this boredom with these insecurities of just, thinking like you can't move forward. So judgment has already been cast on these. You know the truth, okay? You know the truth and the reality of these energies and of these feelings. So stay in that place, because this is what's written, okay? This is what's written, okay? This is a direct mirroring. You guys are experiencing this, and the more you guys can take care of it individually, you help each other. So every little bit that you conquer helps them conquer, and then it helps them conquer, and it helps you conquer, okay? Because that is what's coming, all right? There you go. There's no need. So you got the sun of life. You've got the sun shining through. No matter what, you've got the sun shining through this boredom, and you know that. Okay? You know that. The judgment has been cast because it's in your knowing. You've owned responsibility for what you're doing, and you're letting that human live. And you're letting all humans live. Live and let live, and that's the judgment. Okay? Because you have no judgment on anybody. Okay? There you go. Because the judgment has been cast to open up for the new beginning, for the new springtime, the new that is coming, the spark of life. You know that. You know that this is written. This is your heart's beat. This is your knowing. Okay? And that's what's coming. It's your three of vessels. Your joy. This is going to be a joyful month. Okay? Things are going to fall away. Things are going to come. Things are going to fall away. Things are going to come. Okay? This is going to be could be a very fast moving process. We're starting to get into just on an emotional level. So even if this is part of your awakening of letting things go and stuff like that. And it's also telling you too to go out to battle some of these energies. The feminine energy is looking like she's wanting to go out and have some fun. Okay, wanting to go hang out with some friends, to do whatever it is to tap into your creative side, to tap into your creative energies. But also, it's a celebration. Today's my middle child's birthday. Yesterday was my twin's birthday. Tomorrow's my oldest mom's birthday, so it's a trip. So if you do have some Pisces birthday parties to go to those Pisces birthday parties. But really, it's just telling you to just celebrate in this energy, celebrate in the sun, the new beginning, the decision that you've made, in all of your power. Celebrate in that power, and just watch how you attract. People are just going to be attracted to you like from a moth to a flame. The celebrations will come to you if you stay in this energy. You'll just get invitations to go do stuff. Be like, hey, you want to come hang out? Accept the invitation. Stay in your power, stay in your light. Don't allow ego to come into those, into those interactions and go back to your old self, because you're going to be aware of it. But go and share your light, share your healing, spread your and just be your divine self. And so. Yeah, holy cow, what a fantastic message from the divine. So again, we got the mirror. So this is, both of you guys are mirroring this, so I could say that this message is for the divine masculine just as much as it is for whatever energy, for whoever's watching this. This is for the divine feminine, the divine masculine. This is a complete mirror. Just find the joy, find the joy, find the joy. Wow. Yeah, it sucks, like being caught between this beautiful energy right here, in this 3D, in this 3D processing energy. So you're aware of it now, there's no reason to allow this process to get you bored, because that's what will suck you into the swords emotions, okay? So that's why Divine's asking you guys to go out and to celebrate, create, do whatever to get yourself, out of feeding any of these. Because all of these swords, they all want to plant little seeds that are going to live on again. So if you look at any one of these freaking swords too much, then they'll drop little seeds, and then you'll be dealing with them again. So the process is, this is a watery process to wash everything out. So what wants to come out, let it go. And it's going to be a divine time. It's just so fantastic. We got this wonderful springtime energy that is coming, that is here. All this winter, all this nice watery Pisces energy. Wow, this is a very divine read. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, leave me a comment. I love conversations. I love you guys so much, brothers and sisters. And until next time.